For decades, the story of Africa has been written in foreign capitals, a story of dependency, crisis, and handouts. But what if that story is a lie? What if a new chapter is being written right now, not with words, but with concrete steel and unbreakable will? In September 2022, a young artillery captain named Ibrahim Traoré stood before his people and made a promise that echoed the dreams of a revolutionary icon, Thomas Sankara. He promised dignity, he promised sovereignty, and he didn't ask for permission. What followed next wasn't just political rhetoric. It was an explosion of progress, a blueprint for national independence so effective, so audacious, that it has fundamentally shocked Western powers and inspired an entire continent. This is not just news. This is a masterclass in reclaiming a nation's destiny. Stay with me. In this video, we will look at 10 projects by Captain Ibrahim Traoré that have not just rewritten the future of Burkina Faso, but also give the West sleepless nights and inspire other African countries. Let's begin with the financial revolution. Spearheaded by the Post Bank of Burkina Faso, La Banque Postale, this project targets the very lifeblood of the economy: finance. For generations, Burkinabe farmers, artisans, and small business owners were ignored by traditional banks, trapped in a cycle of poverty without access to credit. Traoré's government created La Banque Postale, a state-backed people's bank with 15 billion CFA francs in capital. This isn't just a bank, it's an economic insurgency. For the first time, a woman with a tailoring idea can get a loan for a sewing machine. A farmer can get credit for quality seeds before the rainy season. A student can save for their education. This project dismantles the fortress of elite finance and builds a gateway for the millions, proving that true sovereignty starts with financial inclusion. Under the visionary leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso has revived the national textile industry. For years, Burkinabe markets were flooded with cheap, second-hand clothing from the West, a humbling reminder of dependency that simultaneously crushed local producers. Traoré's administration flipped the script. A national textile center now produces uniforms for the military, police, and civil servants. But more importantly, it's mass-producing the traditional Faso Danfani cloth. Every official in a locally made uniform, every citizen choosing Faso Danfani, is a walking statement of economic and cultural defiance. It's a direct echo of Sankara, who said, "To wear our own cloth is to accept our own identity." Now let's talk about the Agro-pastoral offensive, which is perhaps the most vital for national survival. This is a 78 billion CFA franc project treated with the strategic importance of a military campaign. But the weapons are 400 tractors, hundreds of motorized pumps, and thousands of tons of seeds and fertilizer. The strategy is breathtakingly simple. Attack food insecurity at its root. The government isn't just handing out food, it's handing out the means to produce food. Each agricultural student receives 2 hectares of land. This transforms them from job seekers into food producers, soldiers in the army of food sovereignty. It's a long-term investment that replaces the shame of imported aid with the pride of a harvested field. Now you might be wondering, where does Traoré get this money? The answer is simple, and brings us to one of the major projects again: the gold revolution. For decades, foreign corporations extracted Burkina Faso's gold, leaving behind environmental damage and minuscule royalties, while the vast profits were shipped overseas. In a historic move, Traoré's government nationalized the 2 largest mines, Bangui and Wagnan, for roughly $80 million. Initially, profits that once lined foreign pockets began flowing into national coffers. But they didn't stop there. This led directly to a domestic gold refinery. This is the masterstroke. Instead of exporting raw ore, a low-value commodity, Burkina Faso now refines its own gold into pure, high-value gold bars. This refinery, built with partner Marina Gold, can process 150 tons annually. The sight of molten Burkinabe gold being poured into molds on Burkinabe soil is one of the most powerful images of economic sovereignty ever seen in post-colonial Africa. It transforms the nation from a mere supplier of raw materials into a creator of finished value. This is how you break the chains of economic colonialism. Let's be absolutely clear about what's happening in Burkina Faso right now, because it's nothing short of revolutionary. While the world was looking the other way, Captain Ibrahim Traoré and his administration have been laying down the physical arteries of a sovereign nation. We're not just talking about patching up potholes. We are talking about a comprehensive nationwide infrastructural renaissance. Modern railway systems that connect mines to ports, to link farmers to markets, and to finally unify this nation with the speed and efficiency it has been denied for decades. This is about breaking the logistical chains that have strangled their economy. This is about declaring that Burkina Faso will no longer be held hostage by outdated colonial-era infrastructure or the crippling costs of foreign transport corridors. They are building their own pathways to prosperity, with their own hands, on their own terms. But people, you have to understand, this goes far beyond tarmac and train tracks. This is a declaration of economic and strategic independence etched into the very soil of the Sahel. Every kilometer of new road, every stretch of modern railway, is a bullet fired against the tyranny of underdevelopment and isolation. It's a message to the international community that Burkina Faso will not wait for permission to build its future. These projects create jobs. Yes, they boost trade, absolutely. But they also forge a new national identity, one of competence, self-reliance, and breathtaking ambition. Captain Traoré isn't just moving goods and people, he is mobilizing a nation's spirit. He is proving that the most powerful weapon in a nation's arsenal isn't always a missile. Sometimes it's a bulldozer, it's a railway tie, it's the unshakable will to build. And that, right there, is a blueprint that has the entire world watching. One exceptional project by Captain Ibrahim Traoré is the cement plant. Building the future from the ground up. You cannot build a sovereign nation with imported materials. The Siemens SC cement plant in Longo. This $43 million facility produces 2,000 tons of cement daily. It's built with Chinese technology, but it's powered by Burkinabe labor and resources. Every school, every hospital, every road built with this local cement is literally a building block of the new Burkina Faso. It's a declaration that the foundation of the future will be poured with their own hands, making the entire infrastructure immune to foreign price shocks and embargoes. Now, who said Africa should only depend on the West when it comes to technology? This project made international headlines for its sheer audacity. The iTaurey, Burkina Faso's first domestically assembled electric vehicle. With a 330-kilometer range, fast charging, and modern features, this wasn't a prototype for show. This was a statement that Burkina Faso refuses to be left behind in the global technological race. While the West still views Africa as a dumping ground for outdated combustion engines, Burkina is positioning itself at the forefront of the African EV market. It's a breathtaking leap of ambition that screams, "We are not just participants in the 21st century, we are innovators." Now let's examine the Healthcare Transformation Project, providing dignity in life and age. Sovereignty means nothing if it doesn't improve the lives of the most vulnerable. This project addresses this directly with a healthcare revolution. First, a state-of-the-art geriatric hospital in Bobo Dioulasso, a first-of-its-kind facility offering free care to 95,000 retirees. This honors elders who have been historically abandoned. Second, a new 500-bed hospital in Pala, built in partnership with China, offering advanced surgeries. This directly attacks one of the world's lowest life expectancies, not with promises, but with cutting-edge infrastructure. The launch of the mobile clinics to extend accessibility of health services to every Burkinabe is non-challengeable. It says a citizen's right to health is non-negotiable. For long, Air France robbed West Africa, monopolizing the aviation industry, flying millions out of the former colonies and bringing in insults, referring to these African nations as poor. The rebirth of Air Burkina, with a new Embraer jet, acquired without a single cent of IMF or World Bank funding, was the first symbol. It meant the nation's wings were no longer clipped. But most importantly, a clear message to the West, that we are set to fly without your help. Traoré did not end here. He modernized the Bobo Dioulasso airport, and the massive expansion of the Ouagadougou-Donson International Airport. The crown jewel? A 25-megawatt solar plant dedicated solely to powering the airport. This ensures that Burkina Faso's gateway to the world remains open, lit, and powered by its own sun, immune to external energy blackouts. This is logistical sovereignty. And perhaps, the project of the generation. The nuclear energy deal. This project represents the ultimate long-term declaration of independence. A civil nuclear energy partnership with Russia's Rosatom. This isn't just about buying a reactor. It's about acquiring the knowledge, the training, the regulatory framework, and the capacity to achieve total energy sovereignty. For a nation plagued by power cuts, this is the master key to unlocking its entire industrial potential. It provides the reliable, massive baseload power needed to run everything from the gold refineries to the future electric vehicle factories. This move signals that Burkina Faso is playing a 100-year game, not a 4-year political term. It is the project that truly shocked the world. But here's the crucial insight that Western analysts missed. These aren't 10 isolated projects. This is a single, integrated, and devastatingly brilliant master plan. The gold refinery funds the cement plant. The cement plant builds the hospitals and airports. The solar and nuclear energy powers the factories and refineries. The People's Bank finances the farmers. The farmers feed the nation. The airlines and airports connect it all to the world. Every gear turns another. It's a closed-loop system of sovereignty designed to make Burkina Faso immune to foreign pressure. This is why the West is not just surprised, it's deeply concerned. This is a replicable blueprint. This is more than a news story. It's a case study. What do you think? Can this model work? Is this the definitive blueprint for post-colonial independence in the 21st century? Or are the geopolitical risks too great? Let's have a real debate in the comments. If you believe in the right of nations to self-determination, if you are inspired by the sheer audacity of this vision, then be part of this conversation. Like this video, subscribe for more deep dives into geopolitics that matter, and share this video far and wide. This isn't just about Burkina Faso, it's about the future of global power dynamics. This is Burkina Faso, and they are building their destiny. Thanks for watching.